Hello friends, from this video we'll start second phase of API development, which means API development using Sanctum authentication. So first thing first, what is Sanctum authentication? So Sanctum authentication is a composer package which we can install inside Laravel application to create protected APIs. So in the second phase of API development, we'll use the concept of Laravel setup as well as Sanctum package. This is very first video of the second phase, so in this video we'll discuss only about the development plans as well as project setup. Let's go to slide first. So here we can see all about the complete details of development plans. So in the second phase of API development, we'll create APIs using Sanctum authentication. And also we'll use the concept of two tables called students and projects. These two tables will create using the concept of migrations. If we are talking about the columns, so for a student table, we need columns as ID, name, email, password and phone number. And for projects table, we'll have the columns as ID, student ID, it means ID column of this table, title, description and duration. And here we have the complete APIs list. So at first, we'll create student register API. While calling this API, we need to pass form data by using post request type, and inside form data we'll have the form values for name, email, password and phone number. Next we need to create student login, or this API will call using post request type, and inside form data we need to pass email address and password. Once student will be validated, it means by using this email and password, if student exists inside our table, then by using the concept of Sanctum, we'll generate a unique token value. By the help of that token value, we'll protect our protected APIs. So before going into the next discussion of APIs, let's discuss first what is an open API route and what is a protected API route. So open API routes are those routes which we can access without login, and protected routes are those routes which we can access after login. So here from these APIs list, here we have two API routes, that is student register and student login, which we can access before login, it means without login. So these routes are known as open routes. But here we have student profile, student logout, add project, project list, get single project and delete project. So before calling all these API routes, we need a unique token value. It means after token value, after generating a valid token value, then we can access all these APIs. So these API routes are known as protected API routes. Let's continue all about API discussion. So after login, we'll generate a unique token value that will be Sanctum token. So after token, then we'll create student profile. Inside header, we'll pass the token value, and after getting token value, we'll retrieve the student profile data. And also, while calling this logout API, we need to pass the token value that we have generated using login API into header, and by using the concept of destroy methods, we'll delete that token value and create our student logout API. But here we have one more concept, that is after login and before logout, we have a project module. It means after student login, the student can create a project, list all the data, get single project data as well as delete project data, and after they can log out. So after login and before logout, this is the another module what we have integrated inside this APIs list. So by the help of these two tables called students and projects, we'll create a relation between them. Now let's start project setup and database connectivity. So to install second phase of API development project setup, I will go into official website of Laravel, click on documentation. I will prefer Composer installation. So from this installation page, I will search for Composer. Now we can see here we have the available command. So I will copy, back to slide, open a new tab. So here Composer space create hyphen project. This is all about our Composer syntax to create any project, and we will create a Laravel project, and this is our project setup name. So let's go and remove this example hyphen app, and instead I will call Laravel hyphen Sanctum API. So this will be our project setup name. I will copy the whole command back to project terminal via inside tutorials folder. If I type ls to list all files and folders, now we can see we have two folders, and this is all about Laravel basics and Laravel API no auth. Now next we'll create another setup, that is Laravel-Sanctum API. Press enter. It will take some time to install this fresh setup into our local system. Now successfully we can see that our project now installed. Back to folder structure. So here we have Laravel-Sanctum API. So I will open into my VS Code editor. You can choose your favorite editor. So open with other application, click on select button. So successfully I have opened our second phase setup into my VS Code. Now let's go and execute into browser. So I will start development server, back to project terminal. Clear first, ls needs to go inside Laravel-Sanctum folder, and inside this setup I will type php artisan serve command. Press enter. Development server started. So I will copy this project URL, so copy link, back to browser, open a new tab, press enter. Now we can see that this is our fresh installation of Laravel 10 for our second phase of API development. Now let's connect this application with database. So first I will create a database inside my phpMyAdmin. Click on databases. So here let's say Laravel underscore phase 2 underscore APIs. If I copy the DB name, click on create button, database created, go back to editor. Now let's open .env file, it means environment variable files. Search for DB connection and all. So go inside database. Here we have the database name. Username is root, which is okay for my system. In your case, maybe it will be different. For password, and my phpMyAdmin password is admin@123. Now successfully this setup now connected with the database. In our coming videos, we'll create the migration files for a student table as well as for projects table. Let's go to browser one more time, reload this page, and here we can see our successful landing page. So in our coming video, we'll see our next point of this development phase. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.